Good morning, traders. Happy Monday. Hope you've all had a nice, relaxing weekend and are ready for the week ahead. Okay, so very quiet news day today. In fact, there's nothing of real substance or anything too much to worry about on the economic data front. So you should be able to trade um, knowing that you're not going to be affected by any um, data due out today. Bit more news, some good news for any of our US followers. Hurricane Irma is been downgraded. It is showing signs of weakening from a Cat 5 down to a Cat 3. I think they're talking at the moment. Obviously, it's still going to cause a lot of damage, but hopefully not as catastrophic as first thought. Okay, fairly quiet morning in the markets, but let's get over and have a look at the charts. Okay guys, this is the Aussie chart on the weekly time frame. We can see it's been on a very strong bullish run as we talked about last week. Last week it hit highs up at around the 81.40 level. It did have a bit of a sell-off Friday afternoon and created this pin bar, high test bar, whatever you want to call it, back into this area or weekly zone. So monitor that one, guys. It could come a bit further to the short side, or again that could be of interest to buyers there. Moving over to dollar CAD, another one I mentioned in the update last week. We can see it's created, this is again the weekly time frame, we've got this high, this low, this new lower high, and it's now created a lower low. So this is clearly in a downtrend now. Now we need to monitor this. It is pushing to the downside again this morning after seeing this slightly bullish candle, but we need to see a nice reversal pattern to take this to the long side. Otherwise this could push further down before we get some kind of retracement. Let's flick over to cable or pound USD. We can see I've just highlighted this kind of ascending triangle here on the weekly time frame. Huge bullish bar that we saw last week, and it's kind of floating today. It's not doing anything much at the moment. Got these areas marked in green here, areas of support and resistance, key zones where we could see price reverse. Again, we need to monitor this. It is close to the top of this trend line. Are we now going to see a correction? One to watch. I will only be trading price action for reversals and continuation to the long side. Okay, flicking over to dollar yen. Again, we talked about this last week. Last week we saw this area of support broken, key area of support with this bearish candle. Flick over to the daily now. We can see this has retraced, and I've put this fib on here from the last swing. This is a 4-hourly chart. Last swing high, last swing low, and it's come up and it has tested this morning in the last couple of hours this 618 area, this 108.60 area. One to monitor. It could be a good place to short. It's come back up and test, as I said, 108.60, which is this previous support, could now be acting as resistance. So one to watch. We could see further sell signals here, and this could continue to the downside. Moving over to the euro. Again, very strong bullish momentum on the euro. Last week we saw again new highs created around nearly just below the 121 level. So again, late on a Friday we saw a bit of a sell-off around the 121. It has come back down this morning into the 120, where it looks as though, and I'm expecting buyers to be interested around the 120 area. So again, look for signals around here to take this as a continuation trade to the upside. I've just put this trend line on here. If we see price come down and break this, then we will more than likely see a larger correction and potentially further downside. Okay guys, that's it for this morning. Not too much else going on, so we will leave it there today. Have a great day, trade safely, catch up with you soon. Bye bye.